Okay, so now we'll see how to solve those equations which are actually not a pair of linear equation, but we can reduce those equation in the form of a linear equation. Alright, so first of all we'll see how to reduce them in the form of a linear equation. Suppose these two equations are given. Now you can clearly see the variables, they are in denominator. Okay, so actually this is not a linear equation right now, right? So first of all what we have to do is we have to convert these two equations in the standard form. We have to write it in the form of a like standard linear equation. All right, so how to reduce it in the form of a linear equation? So first of all you have to find out the common thing in both the equations. Okay, so as you can see in both the equations, x is in denominator, y is also in denominator, right? Now look, how can you write this first equation? You can write it like this: 2 into 1 upon x, right? Instead of 2 upon x you can write like this: 2 into 1 upon x. Then also you'll get the same thing, right? 2 upon x. Okay, 3 upon y, how can you write it? You can write it like this: 3 into 1 upon y, right? So like instead of this thing, what I have written is 2 into 1 upon x plus 3 into 1 upon y equals to this 13. Alright, okay, next convert this equation also. Second equation, how can we write the second equation? We can write like this: 5 into 1 upon x minus 4 into 1 upon y equals to minus 2, right? Now you can see in both the equations we have 1 upon x, 1 upon x, 1 upon y, 1 upon y, right? So if we consider 1 upon x as something else, okay, so if we consider 1 upon x as m, I have taken 1 upon x as m, and 1 upon y I have taken as n. Alright, so what will happen is this equation, the third equation, it will get converted to this thing. Okay, in place of 1 upon x I'll write what? M, right? So I'll get 2 into m plus 3 into what, then 1 upon y. What is 1 upon y? 1 upon y I have taken 1 upon y as n, right? So I'll get 2m plus 3n equals to 13. Similarly my fourth equation, this will become this: 5m minus 4n equals to minus 2, right? Now these two are in the standard form, not exactly in the standard form. If we take this 13 on this side, then it will come in the standard form. Okay, but you can solve it from here using any method, using graphical substitution, elimination, or cross multiplication. You can solve these two equations, right? Okay, let's see one more example. All right, now suppose these two equations are given. Okay, now what is the first equation? 5 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon y minus 2 equals to 2. Then second equation is 6 upon x minus 1 minus 3 upon y minus 2 equals to 1. Okay, now again we have to search for the common thing in both the equations. Now you can see what is common in both the equations. The common thing is, you can see x minus 1 is there in denominator, and x minus 1 is there in denominator in the second equation also, right? Similarly y minus 2, you can see the y minus 2 is there in both the equations, right? Okay, so what we can do is we can write this first equation as this: 5 into 1 upon x minus 1 plus 1 into 1 upon y minus 2, right? Similarly second equation, what we can do is we can write like this: 6 into 1 upon x minus 1 minus 3 into 1 upon y minus 2. Okay, so now this time what we'll do is we'll put this 1 upon x minus 1, this is equals to something. Okay, so I have put this thing equals to a. Okay, so this first equation, it will become what? 5a plus b. Why b? Because I have taken 1 upon y minus 2 as b. Alright, so my first equation will become 5a plus b equals to 2, 6a minus 3b equals to 1. Alright, now you can solve these two equations and you can find values of a and b. Okay, so while solving such type of sum, you have to be very careful. Why? Because when you solve these two equations, you'll get values of a and b. Okay, but a and b were not there in my original equation, right? We had to find values of x and y. Okay, so when you solve this thing, when you solve these two equations, you'll get values of a and b. So after that what you have to do is you have to put value of a over here. So when you put value of a over here, and then if you solve this thing, you'll get value of x. Similarly, if you put value of b over here, you'll get value of y. Okay, so then so be very careful, don't stop your question by just solving these two equations. Even after solving these two, then after that also you have to solve it further. Okay, so you have to put values of a and b over here and then find out values of x and y. So whatever were my original variables in the question, my variables were x and y. Only x and y were given. I supposed these two variables, I took these two variables. Okay, a and b were not there in the original equation, so that is why after finding values of a and b, you have to put values of a and b over here. Okay, and then solve it and then find values of x and y. Alright, so I suppose you guys have understood this topic, and if you have any doubt, you can leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.